How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You May Roscoe. I am Roscoe. And today we're going to be taking a look at a video that is a clip from Chris Rock and his old show, the Chris Rock show that he had on HBO, back in the day. It wasn't way back in the day, but, I feel like it was, what was that anyway? Was it like the early 2000s or the 2010s? I remember I get lost with time now. I didn't used to do that, but yeah, this is from the old Chris Rock show. Chris Rock doing some comedy stuff. The name of this video is How Not to Get Your Ass Kicked by the Police. And this ought to be interesting. Even though like I have my own thoughts on how not to, and crazy enough, I just had this conversation. Just had a conversation about this with somebody just some days ago. So it's really, really crazy that I'm doing a video to this. But yeah, Chris Rock, How Not to Get Your Ass Kicked by the Police. We'll be checking it out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure that you go over to Chris Rock and his homepage and support that brother, because we want to do that for the artist. I do have a shout out to give to Grace Reeves. So Grace, I want to say much love to you. I want to say I appreciate you for rocking with me. Thank you for suggesting this. And we're going to turn up for you and everybody else out there. So I hope y'all ready. I'm ready. Let's do it.
People in the black community, myself, often worry that we might be a victim of police brutality. So, as a public service, the Chris Rock Show proudly presents this educational video. Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, maybe you need that ass kicked.
Oh my God. And this is going right in the direction of what I would suggest to a lot of people, which I end up giving my thoughts at the end of this. But yeah, no, he's saying, he in his own way, he's kind of saying what I was telling whoever I was talking to about this. But this is hilarious. The man said, if you hop the turnstile with the joint and the joint on you, you know what I mean? Then yeah, no, you might get ass whooping. That ass whooping might just jump out of nowhere, like a thief in the night, but let's continue.
We all know what happened to Rodney King.
Let me push it back just a tiny little bit. Let me do this, and now we can continue.
We all know what happened to Rodney King. But Rodney wouldn't have got his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them. Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Last thing, fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel. What the fuck you want, motherfucker? Unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your...
Let me stop for a second. Oh my God. Yeah, no, we've all been in that situation, man. You know, unfortunately for me, you know, a lot of the times, the crazy person was the driver. You know, sometimes it was the other way, but yeah, no, a lot of times, you know, you sitting in the passenger seat and this motherfucker just on go for no reason, you know, so it's just like, oh my God. You know, but let's continue.
Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
license and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Man, don't give him shit. What the fuck you want?
If you have to give a friend a ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
That's right! Kick his motherfucking ass!
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have been here. You know, like one of these situations where a chick is mad, you know. I don't want to, I'm not going to even lie and say that I didn't do nothing to her, but I didn't do nothing to her, really. You know, what I did was try to restrain her from continuing to come at me. And that all I did was like, I was pulling, because all I could do was grab her hair. But she had these damn extensions. So some of the extensions came out, you know. I'm just telling on myself right now. But this was her attacking me, you know, and I'm trying to pull her up off me. And then next thing you know, she's calling the police to saying all these crazy things. And it was bad, you know what I mean? But so lucky I got out of that relationship with that person. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish out.
Your ass kicked.
That's right! Kick his motherfucking ass!
Now let
You know, she said take the weed too. She just evil, just an evil, vile person. Let's push this back.
Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
It's the same thing all the way through. We'll push that back. I don't know if I want to leave it on that one right there, but it will just, where's you at, Chris Rock? There we go. All right, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. That, ladies and germs, was Chris Rock with "How Not to Get Your Ass Kicked by the Police," and that was hilarious. That was really funny and very true. You know that was the greatest thing about this is that um, these are truths that that he's slipping in there in the form of jokes, but a lot of these same things what I was saying in the conversation that I've had not just a couple of days ago, but with guys for years on end, you know, but I would tell them about like the importance of compliance. Like, man, just shut the hell up and comply. Cause a lot of guys and you know, I'm a hood dude, you know, so I know how hood dudes get down, and a lot of them when they run into situations, any situation, any clash, you know, with any other person that you know that it may have to go there. But whether it's the police or anybody else, it always start with you know a lot of emotion and losing your head before you think rationally. You know, so that's the thing that happens with a lot of guys. They get the popping off, and now you forgetting that you're dealing with another human being, and some human beings in that situation and in that position of power will, you know, very few, you know, will be, you know, mindful enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna be the bigger person here, even though like I could change, I could turn this situation bad, you know, me being the person in power here. But you know, I'm gonna let this person talk their shit, you know, blah blah blah, and then just give them their ticket or take them to jail, whatever I have to do, you know. But yeah, it would turn all the way around if you just, like he said, be polite, be compliant. You know what I mean? I would say obey the laws, but I haven't been one of those people that have obeyed the laws all the time myself. But when I've been in situations, you know, I ain't gonna tell on myself on this one all the way, but I will say that I've got stopped in some very peculiar situations. Well, no, let me just say that with some peculiar things amiss, you know, but yeah, no, still within that, I just was polite and everything, and you know, I didn't get officers, no issues, you know, none of that, and I was able to get out of it, you know, so um I mean, it's right there, you know, in this video, everything that Chris Rock said, even though it was jokes, all of it is very true. If you abide by these things, then you shouldn't have an issue. So, um, that yeah, and that's you know that's pretty much it. I don't have to get us like a thumbs up or none of that stuff. You know, we all know it's funny. If you don't know it's funny, then something's wrong with you. But even if you don't think it's funny, you know, you could really, like I said, take some of this stuff that he's saying, you know, to heart, especially you know those in the community, you know, that have that issue of popping off, and even those not in the community. We got some ragers in all sects, you know. So whether it's white, black, whoever, you know, we got some people that like popping off, you know, and some people can get away with that, you know. Like I'm actually one of those people that was able to do that, you know, like when I was super young, I used to pop off a little bit, you know, or a lot of it. But then I stopped quickly because I realized like you catch more bees with honey. You know, so that is yeah, I just smartened up fast, you know, even though I didn't have a real repercussion to deal with from that, you know. I remember I got one of my buddies' ass kicked though. Talking shit to the police. He didn't do nothing to me, but he took it out on the homie. I'm just like, oh, that was bad. You know, I had to apologize to my man, you know, but you know, sorry, Martha, you know, but yeah, no, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one named Comedy Reactions. I do have a playlist for this type of stuff. Anything comedy related is going to be in that playlist, and there's a lot of funny stuff in there. So um, if I were you, I would check that out. I do have playlists for other things. Most of that is music related, but as you can see, I step outside of that. I have no issue reacting to anything that I won't get a copyright strike for, But yeah, no, nothing's off the table. I've reacted to everything, well, some of everything, not everything, but a lot of stuff. But yeah, check out all of the playlists. I do have the Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any donations will be made to any of those spots. And that's it. That's all. I'm done. I will see you again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.